swear, this man is back on his bullshit again. Oh, poor men, they need a relationship. And if women don't marry them and date them, they'll murder you. If this man doesn't shut up, Scott. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not an expert. You're an economist. Shut up. I have been talking about this man for 2 years. And what fascinates me is that he is the expert somehow. Not I don't know, Laura Bates. She might know a lot about men. I don't know, maybe, Bell Hooks knew a lot about men, cared about men, wrote a lot of books about men. I don't know, you can learn about women, class, race. You can learn a lot about women to understand men. The problem isn't we need to, what did he say? He said we need to basically invest more in men. Are you forking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, they need more help. Are you kidding me? They need to grow up. Grow up! Stop making us solve y'all's problems. You gotta let go of your need for power and control and grow up. Do shit for yourself. I swear to God, nobody cares about women's mental health, but everybody cares about men's mental health. And if women don't care about men's mental health, they're gonna kill ya. So marry them. You marry them, Scott. You marry them. I dare ya. You wouldn't marry your sons. You probably wouldn't marry yourself. And you're out here telling all of us that men need relationships. Yeah, we know. That's the fucking problem. God, I hate this man so much. And the thing is, every once in a while, he'll say something makes sense, just like Jordan Peterson used to do. Every once in a while, he'd be like, blah, blah, blah. And people be like, yeah. And then he'd say a bunch of crazy stuff, really anti-trans, anti-woman, and Scott Galloway has said a lot of sexist, racist stuff. Oh, I did like an hour-long breakdown of the man. I will try to remember to link that video here. But he's out here saying that there's 3 pillars that make a man a man. Provider, protector, and procreator. He's like, let me think of something. P. What's the third one? They need to have more kids that they don't want to parent. Fuck off! We don't want your kids. We're embarrassed to date you. We're embarrassed to marry you. We're embarrassed to procreate with you because y'all don't do anything because of your entitlement and your selfishness. That is the problem. That's the fucking problem. Your entitlement and your selfishness, and you will not question masculinity. And he's all like, oh, there's nothing wrong with masculinity. Provider what? Debt, trauma, autoimmune diseases. You don't provide anything but extra labor, unpaid labor, trauma, and you're vampires. You don't. And he's all like, they should provide more. Sure. How do they do that? They got to stop taking. Why do they take so much? Because of their audacity, their entitlement. God, they think they are kings. They inherit it's the same thing with whiteness. So, I mean, look, if I can unpack all the power and entitlement and all that crap that I was taught, all right, I didn't choose to learn this, but I was taught this in every possible way growing up through the media, through just all these different ways. And it takes work to undo this, to unfork your brain and unfork my brain for patriarchy, because I too bought into this stuff because every movie, book, TV series, like when Harry met Sally, yeah, get with the dude who hates you, who's not anywhere your league, and then you gotta beg him to want you. What? Right? Every freaking movie taught me to, do a Little Mermaid and give up my entire life, family, and everything to go marry a dude that I thought was hot when he was dead, or when I thought was dead, and win him over by not talking, or Beauty and the Beast. I'm gonna fix a man who has me as a sex slave because my daddy sucked, and let him take me. like there are every single thing we've been sold is like a man's gonna save us. Right. We're the ones who say we provide, we protect, and we procreate. Y'all aren't doing that stuff, and we're over it. It is an honor and a privilege to be with a woman. And yet he's all like, mentions if you don't want them getting radicalized, watching porn, and all this stuff, like men need relationships. No, they don't need them. They want them because they don't want to do any of this work themselves. They don't want to go to therapy. They don't want to do all the work of friendships. You know, I've been talking about this. I'm so sick of it. And for anyone new here, I wrote that article, Men Have No Friends and Women Bear the Burden. How basically, like, laid out all the things that men can do to build community and have friendships and not put all that on their wife. And because that's why when women leave men, when women divorce men, these men are devastated for about a hot minute until they find another wife to replace her with. Done. New one. If she dies because, I don't know, all the stress of living with this man in extra labor, boom, he's got a new woman at the funeral already. They waste no time, or they just die of laziness because they don't want to take care of themselves and they die of a broken heart. God, men, obviously not all men, okay? I got a lot of guy friends. I have a lot of men in my life that are wonderful, but you know how long and hard, you know how long it took me to find decent men? You know how many men have come in and out of my life because I learned right away or later, like, oh, you suck, right? Because you don't want to do anything. You expect women to do everything for you. And now they don't even want to work. And he's like, we need tax. You know, he also said, what is it? It was like, I think what would solve this is paternal leave. I love that idea, Scott. That is such a great idea. I would love for men to actually have time off to parent their kids. Do you know what most of those men do? I'm not against the policy. I'm all for the policy because some men actually want to parent. Do you know what most men do with paternity leave? Nothing. Ask women over in Europe who have maternity and paternity leave. So many of these men, what do? They go skiing. You know, like the answer, that policy is important, but if you don't change the mindset of entitlement to free labor from women, entitlement to their bodies, feeling ownership of them, needing to control them, if you do not deal with that and your own hatred of yourself and hatred of the women taking care of you, because these men resent women. The more we do for them, the more they resent you because they know they should be doing it for themselves. Deep down, they know. They hate being dependent on you. They expect you to do everything. They bully you into doing everything. And they hate you for doing what they expect you to do. Right? If you don't change that mindset, which you can learn about if you literally read any of these books, you're God. So provider of what? Protector of what? The most dangerous men in our house is our husband, brother, dad, grandpa, some dude. And in the Americas, 58% of all of the harm, like the violence, 58% is a man in the home, even his kids. The orange is us. The blue is guys. I'm not even going to go over figures. Go Google it, Scott. But when I see this man, I do not see them interviewing experts. Hold on. Where can you see it? Experts. Like Laura Bates. Sorry, you can't see it. I don't see her. This guy, does a tour of, look at this. The View had him 2 days ago. Today, 2 days ago, 10 hours ago, The Daily Show. I expect better than you, Daily Show. CNN 2 days ago. Like this man is everywhere. Man, loneliness crisis. Shut up. Make them lonelier. Don't procreate with them. Like, they're not our providers of anything but pretty terrible things, with exception. They're not protectors of anything. They are literally the number one threat. And procreators? No! Y'all have been trapping us into marriages. You literally want us to have kids so that men can control it. Our grandmas, their great-grandmas, and no. They were trapped with kids. And Scott's out here being like, no, they need to procreate. Men need to procreate. We don't want to! We're not going to. A lot of us aren't. Fork off, Scott, and shut the fuck up! Hey, ladies, here's the thing you gotta do to keep men from killing you. marry them. Wait, what? I gotta marry a man so he won't watch corn or be lonely or murder me. Yep, that's right. You gotta take these men into your home and solve their problems because God forbid they be lonely. I'm sorry, I'm not lonely. I'm all good over here. I don't care. Marry men because they need a relationship. Hold on, but what about me? Fuck you and your bitches. Ladies, you gotta marry men because they're providers and protectors, even though they're most likely to be the ones to kill you. Exactly. That's why I don't wanna fix a man, marry him, or have his children. Hey, the three pillars: provider, protector, procreator. Hold on, I carry the baby. So what? Men are lonely, but they don't even want to parent. Fuck you, bitch, or come downstairs. The men are lonely. Don't you understand? The men are lonely. I know. Let's do tax incentives, paternity leave, but wait, hold on. They don't even want to parent. What good is maternity leave? Well, they can go ski and jack off and play games. Yeah, that's not good for me. I don't care. I'm the expert on men. I think maybe you're a grifter. Aren't you a marketing strategist? No! I'm a self-proclaimed expert on lonely men. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. Bitch, don't you want them to not murder you? Uh-huh. Why don't you marry them instead? No, okay. Scott Galloway is a grifter. Fuck you, Scott Galloway.